Everyone, this is Nimish. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about the newly released film Dear Friend, which is on Netflix right now, directed by Vineeth Kumar, starring Tovino, Thomas, Basil, Joseph, Darshana, Rajendran and others. This is a very unique slice of life film. And slice of life usually is tied to feel good movies, movies that actually have, a complete picture to it. But truly, the word slice, obviously like a slice of cake, represents a part of the cake. And that is where this movie actually stays true to its intentions of being a slice of life film. It only shows you one slice. It does not show you where people came from, what the past was. It does not necessarily have a closed ending, a closure, a proper graph like most movies, and that itself makes it a credible achievement to stick to that true storytelling capability and ability and goal of being this just slice of life film and story that's put in front of the audience, nothing before, nothing after. That I appreciate of the writing. I also think that normally, as I said, slice of life films are kind of correlated to positive films, feel good films, but over here it takes it in the opposite direction. It goes to a little darker zone, a little more sad zone, a little more sort of, opposite side of what you would think when you say something like a feel good film or a slice of life film. So that to me is another achievement, that a movie titled Dear Friend, that looks to be about friendships, happiness, joy, all of that, is taken into a very different zone altogether. So the movie does have this haunting feel to it at the end of it. The movie will stay with you for a bit to think of, okay, what happened, and what happens next, and what was actually the purpose of this and that. So those kind of things will stay true with you, and if this movie actually does well over time, it might even be open to a sequel, because that's how much a slice it is. You'll have so many slices you can make out of this film. The performances are brilliant by everyone. Tovino, Thomas, Darshana, Basil, Joseph and the others, Arjun Lal and others, they all did a very natural, very good job. And I think that that natural element that they brought elevated this movie. They are really strong performances, elevated this movie, because if those were not on point, you wouldn't even be able to watch this movie. The story itself, however, could have been a little better, because it stays too true to realism as opposed to delivering a slight sense of entertainment. I think they could have had some slightly better plot points, slightly better sort of depiction and screenplay as they have right now. But again, that's what they wanted to make and that's what they made. I feel like it could have definitely been a little more entertaining. And when I say entertaining, even in the dark zone, a little more gripping and sort of, keeping us more on the edge of the seat with what's going on. That kind of didn't necessarily happen. And so that I felt could have been a little better done to make this a more appreciated movie. Right now, it's kind of like we see the potential, what the movie was trying to do, what the movie did well, but we still see parts that could have been better. And that's what I felt about Dear Friend. If you guys have watched this movie, let me know what you guys think about it. I am curious to know about people's opinions. I think this is something that could have a bunch of mixed reviews, and I feel like it just didn't hit that bullseye that they could have hit. It had a potential. Something like Dhobi Ghat and those kind of movies where they actually delivered very well. This could have delivered, but it slightly missed the mark. And so for me, this was a pretty average watch that even if you don't watch, you're not missing anything. If you watch, you will gain something. So I'm going with the 3 stars for Dear Friend. It was a pretty good attempt. Let me know your thoughts below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching for much, much more.